are YouTube? So today, guys, I want to hit you with my predictions for WrestleMania 33. The ultimate thrill ride, as they're calling it for some reason. Now, we don't do a lot of wrestling videos here on the channel, but I do like to give my predictions for the big four pay-per-views: SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania. This is something I've been doing for a while. I started it with Royal Rumble, so going forward, this will be something I do with the big four pay-per-views. Anyways, let's get into it. First up is the pre-show, which features 3 matches, and we'll do the women's match first. It's as of right now, it says 6-pack women's challenge, but they say that it's supposed to be every available woman on the SmackDown roster, and it features Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Natalya, Mickie James, Carmella with James Ellsworth, and the returning Naomi. For starters, this match kind of bothers me. We're supposed to be in the midst of a women's revolution still, and we got the women's title match on the fucking pre-show. I care more about this match than I do some of the matches on the fucking main card. But anyways, there's honestly a lot of ways this match could go. I do believe it's elimination, which is kind of interesting, I guess. I could see Alexa Bliss retaining. I could see Becky Lynch as a contender to run with the title. Mickie James, I believe if she wins another woman's title, she ties Trish Stratus for the most. And then I could see Naomi with her return getting the title back. But sometimes when you get injured and you have to go off TV for a bit, you lose your spot on the program. So I don't know. I'm going to go with Naomi, though. Next, we have Austin Aries versus Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship. Now, this is another one that kind of pisses me off. These two, Austin Aries and Neville, are some of the best workers on the WrestleMania card, much less the entire fucking roster, and they are also subjugated to the fucking pre-show. This is yet another match that I could see going either way. It's very plausible that Neville could win and have a decent long title run to kind of give the Cruiserweight division meaning, give the title meaning to have a really strong champion. But also, Austin Aries has had a hell of a push. The crowd fucking loves him. He's really great in the ring. Great, fantastic on the mic, actually. They're both equal in a lot of ways. They're both good in the ring and on the mic and everything. So I could see it going either way. Given the push that Austin Aries has, I'm going to side with him winning it. But again, I would not be surprised if Neville retains. And last up for the pre-show, we have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I'm not even going to go through all the participants. For one, I don't even think they're all named yet. But the only thing that really matters, they're all mostly filler, like the mid-card, the low-card talent. They're just there for bodies. The main ones that really matter are like Braun Strowman and Big Show. That's like literally it. I could see either of them winning it. This is supposedly Big Show's like last year, so I could see him winning it just kind of as give him something on his way out. But he did win it, I think, the first year or last year. No, yeah, it was the first year. So him winning it again kind of wouldn't make sense. I'm going to go with Braun Strowman, though. He has nothing else. He's gotten such a good push on the main card, but he has nothing for WrestleMania except this match, so it kind of would make sense if he didn't win. It would just kind of hurt his push. So I'm going to go with Braun Strowman. Next, we move on to the main card, and these are in no particular order. First up, we got the Raw Tag Team titles, which the current champions are Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and it's going to be Sheamus and Cesaro, and also Enzo and Big Cass, in a triple threat ladder match for some fucking reason. Like, there's no reason for it to be a ladder match. They randomly hit each other with ladders on Monday Night Raw, and it's like, hey, we're going to make it a ladder match. The rumor mill, and I'm going to put on the tinfoil hat for this, is that something to do with the Hardys. It being a ladder match, the Hardys are famous for having ladder matches and shit like that. That's a little bit of the speculation, but taking the Hardys out of the equation, I feel like Enzo and Big Cass, they haven't had a title at all since they've been on the main card. Since they came up from NXT to Raw, nothing's happened with them. They haven't won any kind of titles, and this just kind of makes sense. And I believe this is going to be the opener match anyway, because Enzo gets the crowd going, gets them all hyped up, and it'd be a good way to start the show is them to win their first titles. Next, we have Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin for the Intercontinental Title, and this one is going to be super biased. I fucking hate Dean Ambrose, and I legitimately enjoy Baron Corbin, so I think Baron Corbin's going to win. Dean Ambrose is one of the most boring fucking wrestlers on WWE's roster. He has just a terrible moveset, and I just can't believe him. He sells like crap. He doesn't ever defend his fucking title. He was the longest reigning United States champion, though he never really ever defended it. He's had the Intercontinental title for a while, and I don't even know how many times he defended it. Maybe 2 times, if that. So hopefully this is Baron Corbin's first big push, and he wins the title. Next, we have the Fatal 4-Way match for the Raw Women's Championship, which features Bayley, the current champion, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Nia Jax. I think all of them can potentially win it except Nia Jax. She is very, very fucking stale. Her music doesn't fit her monster character. She's boring in the ring. She sounds terrified every time she's on the microphone. She'd be an awful champion. Sasha Banks could win it, kind of turning on Bayley, doing her heel turn, which is supposed to be rumored forever now. Charlotte could win it just because it's WrestleMania. She wins pay-per-views for the women's title. And then I can see Bayley retaining it just to kind of give Bayley the push that she deserves as well. But I'm going to go with, let me think. I'm going to go with Sasha. I'm going to go with Sasha doing the heel turn and winning the title. Next, we have a mixed tag match which features John Cena and his girlfriend Nikki Bella versus The Miz and his wife Maryse. Does anybody give a fuck about this match? This is some pre-show bullshit right here. The only reason it's on the main card is because of John Cena. That's literally fucking it. I do not care about this match. I'm going to go with Miz and Maryse just because I want them to win. Nothing comes from John Cena and Nikki Bella winning. There is a rumor that he might propose to her after the match, whether they win or not, I guess. I don't really know. But don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be surprised if John Cena wins. I'm just going to predict that The Miz wins because that's the only way this match has any meaning. Next, we have Jericho versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. Now, this one, this could be a potential show stealer. These two are fantastic in the ring and on the microphone. And this could easily steal the show, depending on how far they want to go with the match. We could also have like a Samoa Joe running on this match because him and Kevin Owens are kind of teamed up or whatever. But the obvious answer is Kevin Owens winning because Jericho is going to leave and tour with this band, I think in April or May or something like that. So if he doesn't lose it at Mania, he'll lose it pretty soon either way. But I think the easiest answer would be for Kevin Owens to win at Mania, get more heel heat on him because everybody loves Jericho. And it'll help give back some of that badass stature that Kevin Owens used to have before he became Universal Champion because he had one of those cowardly heel runs and it was just fucking boring. Next we have Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. Now this is kind of the sleeper match of the card, I'd say, because the thing is, Shane McMahon has had fantastic matches in the past. His match with Undertaker last year wasn't that great, I'll give you that, but a younger Shane McMahon could put on some amazing matches because of what he's willing to put his body through. Now this is not any kind of like no DQ or hardcore match, so I don't know how he's going to do in just a regular fucking match, but AJ Styles can make anybody look good, so I don't know. The only option is that AJ Styles wins. Like if Shane McMahon wins, what the fuck is happening? Next up, we got Undertaker versus Roman Reigns, and this one is an interesting one, man. There's a lot of ways. This could actually be the closer for the WrestleMania. This could actually be the actual main event. Who knows? But the obvious choice is it's got to be Roman Reigns. He's getting such a huge push, and Undertaker's not the Undertaker he used to be. He's already lost once at Mania, so him losing again really doesn't matter that fucking much, but it's still going to be a big deal. And you cannot have Roman Reigns beat Undertaker and still be a good guy. He cannot be a face. He has to be a bad guy. So he needs to, like, I don't know, kick fucking Undertaker in the dick when the ref has his back turned. The ref gets knocked down. Maybe Roman Reigns grabs a chair and beats the shit out of Undertaker and then hits him with a spear and wins. Some kind of shenanigans. We need the Roman Reigns heel turn because he will never be the next John Cena. That's the only way this works. But also, Undertaker could win as well, but I doubt it. Also be on the lookout for a Braun Strowman run-in. Him and Roman Reigns are not finished yet. So, but then again, at the same time, if Roman Reigns wins as a heel, it'd be like heel versus heel, which usually doesn't happen. But I could see Braun Strowman coming in and maybe distracting either one to let the other one win. Next, we got Seth Rollins versus Triple H in an unsanctioned match, air quotes. Pretty much just a no DQ match. Seth Rollins had to sign a contract because he's injured. That way, it's not really a WWE match. He signs a contract so they can fight, more or less. This one is interesting, man. Triple H does not often lose at WrestleMania. It does happen, but not usually. Seth Rollins, he could win it as well, just kind of get the retribution on Triple H for screwing him out of the Universal title and giving it to Kevin Owens. 100% expect Samoa Joe to run in. 100%. It's a no DQ match. So Seth, and he's like, Triple H is heavy, as he called himself. So 100% Samoa Joe will be involved. So that could maybe benefit Triple H in winning, but I'm going to go with Seth Rollins winning this, though. Next, we got Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt for the WWE Championship. Randy Orton won Royal Rumble this year, and that's supposed to give you the main event at WrestleMania, but I doubt it's actually going to be the main event, because it honestly wouldn't be that good of a closer. More than likely, that'll be either Goldberg and Lesnar, which we'll talk about next, or it'll be the Undertaker Reigns, depending on how that match is booked. This match could be fantastic. These are both great performers. It's definitely a good feud. Like when Orton is motivated in a rivalry, he can put on fantastic promos and be really good in the ring. They're both crazy in the ring as well, so there could be all kinds of craziness. There's also, you got the magic or whatever that Bray Wyatt has, like all the powers. So there could be all kinds of shenanigans. Maybe something with the Wyatt family. Maybe Luke Harper isn't actually against Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan's supposed to be scheduled to return at some point, so we could see him do a run-in at some juncture in the match. As for who's going to win, like, sadly, I got to say it's going to be Randy Orton. He is my favorite wrestler, but I don't really know if he's going to be that great as a champion, especially since he's a good guy. He's not the best as a good guy. He's a way better heel, way better bad guy. It's going to suck because Bray Wyatt's very, very deserving of the title, but I just do not see him retaining it. And last up, what will probably actually be the main event of WrestleMania, is Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. I just do not at all see Goldberg winning this. He's gotten the better of Brock Lesnar on 3 different occasions. Last week on Raw, he hit him with a fucking spear on the ramp. He eliminated him at Royal Rumble, and at Survivor Series, he beat him in like a minute and 26 seconds. There's just no fucking way he's going to get the better of Brock Lesnar again at WrestleMania. I just do not see it happening. And as far as we know, this is the last event. He signed on for like 3 or 4 events altogether. This is the last one that he's signed on for, is this WrestleMania. So there's just no way he's winning this. It just cannot happen unless he secretly has signed for more events, and that news just was not released. I just do not see it. And those are my predictions for WrestleMania 33, the Ultimate Thrill Ride. I don't know why I'm doing that. As of right now, there's a full 13 fucking matches. 3 on the pre-show, 10 on the main card. It's fucking wild. It's going to be a long-ass pay-per-view. They may even add more. They've been changing up matches and shit like that on the internet, not doing it actually on the TV shows, so they could add more matches. We don't know yet. Anyways, guys, if you're going to watch WrestleMania 33, let me know what your predictions are below. Do you agree with some of my shit? Do you agree with most of it? Do you disagree with all of it? All those things in the comments below. If you want to enjoy the video, guys, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Follow me on Twitter. Links to our social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later.
We fucked till it come to conclusions. All the things that we thought we were losing. I'm a ghost and you know this. That's why we broke up in the first place. 'Cause I want you